Hello everyone and welcome back to MixBuzz TV mixing and mastering tutorials on YouTube. With this video I want to quickly expand on two concepts that I've mentioned before on the high-pass filter madness video. The first one is try not to EQ single microphones or tracks independently on multi-mic'd sources, and instead bust them together and treat them as one. And the second concept is if EQing the tracks independently is unavoidable, use a linear phase EQ instead of a regular one to do so. I have an acoustic guitar here, beautiful sounding Guild guitar recorded with both a condenser mic, a Lewitt LCT 550, and the DI. The microphone was going into my Audient ASP880 preamp, and the DI into the direct injection of another channel of the same unit. Now, while we have only one mic here, the concept applies anyway because we have the same exact performance captured by the mic and the DI. So there is the same delicate phase relationship between these two as if it was recorded with two or more microphones. And this is going to be a very quick but eye-opening test for those of you who didn't know or didn't think there was much of a difference in EQing multi-mic sources independently with a linear phase versus a regular EQ. So let me play you each single mic first. This is the microphone, the Lewitt LCT 550, raw recording, no processing whatsoever. And this is the DI. As you can see, I'm sending both tracks to bus 1 and 2 to this aux track. Let's hear them together. Just the mic with the DI. So the DI adds some sparkle. I like the sound overall, it gets richer, but there is this frequency centered around 550 Hertz that really bothers me on the DI track, but it's not on the mic track. So here our test. Let's hear the difference. Same exact EQ cut. The top EQ is the linear phase. The bottom EQ here would be your regular EQ, zero latency. Listen to the low end especially. It's pretty apparent to me with the zero latency EQ, the regular EQ, the sound overall is hollow. The low end, the mid lows are not in focus, are not solid. It is very difficult to describe, but is a feeling. The guitar is not solid and present. While with the linear phase EQ, it sounds like the sound was recorded actually that way. Is a big difference in my opinion, and there's a specific bit that I want you to pay attention. Should be this one. Yeah, it's this one. I'm gonna loop it. Pay attention to the low end. Linear phase EQ first. So for me, the difference is night and day. Like I said, it might be difficult to describe, but I'm sure you can hear it pretty well even on YouTube. And I added a little bit of top end on the summing bus on the aux track. And this is another example. I'm not boosting each individual channel, but I'm boosting the sum of it. Let's hear it just for the gigs. Without linear phase. Hollow sounding. Linear phase. So here you have a good example on when to use a linear phase EQ. Most people think they are the go-to for mastering, and as I said in the past, I strongly disagree with that because the pre-ringing that they cause, an avoidable artifact of linear phase EQs, is much more apparent and offending on percussive transients like kick and snare, while I find it way less apparent and way less damaging in material like this, like an acoustic guitar. And therefore, I find linear phase EQs to be much more useful in mixing. Despite they come with high CPU demand usually and high latency, you don't use them that often in mixing, but on an occasion like this, maybe 1-2 tracks, they can solve problems that no other tool can. So this is it for today. I hope this video was useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please click the like button. It's very important for the channel. Share the video on your social media and forums. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time.